Welcome, everyone. I would like to start by acknowledging the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, and Coquitlam peoples on whose traditional territory we are so very privileged to be gathered this afternoon. I would like to start us off by inviting Ms. Helen Sophia Pahu, an undergraduate student in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Sophia will lead us all in singing O Canada. Sophia.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Wonderful. Careful sitting down. I'll leave it out for Chancellor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sophia. I think you actually have the skill of making us all a little bit better singers, too. You may all be seated. I declare the Spring 2019 Convocation assembled for the granting of degrees. Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty, honored guests, graduands, and friends, I am Anne Giardini, Chancellor of Simon Fraser University, and we are delighted and honored to have you join us for Convocation. In attendance today are a number of distinguished guests in the audience and on the platform, including members of Senate, vice presidents, deans, and faculties, and I'd like to acknowledge among us our SFU alumni, legacy, parents, and families as well. Welcome, all of you. And thank you for patience with the construction that you can see around you ongoing on campus. We've got a few exciting projects underway. Behind the platform is the SFU Student Society's new Student Union building, which is expected to be completed by the end of the year. It will be entirely devoted to students with lounges, study areas, meeting rooms, and recreational facilities. And throughout the main corridor on campus, running east to west, is the Public Plaza Renewal Project, which will improve accessibility and create more gathering spaces as we go about renewing our aging infrastructure. It's a delight to have you here to participate in or bear witness to this Simon Fraser University's most important ceremony. This is the moment, this is the time, this is the hour when we gather together as a collective of scholars and supporters to celebrate achievement, recognize success, and confer well-earned honors. Graduands, this is your day, and I, along with many others, could not be more proud. There are many reasons to tackle and complete a university degree, diploma, or certificate. Charles Darwin said it well in an 1878 letter to his sisters from the ship the Beagle. It appears to me, he wrote, that doing what little one can do to increase the general stock of knowledge is as respectable an object of life as one can in any likelihood pursue. Your university education provides you with a well-stocked mind, but your education does more than that. It makes us all wiser, since you can now do society the service in all you do of distinguishing fact from falsehood and truth from duplicity. You can do this in conversation and on social media. You can do this in the work you choose to do, in how you live your daily life, and at the ballot box. There may or may not be a war on truth, but it is certainly under siege. Not long ago, there was even a march for science in cities around the globe. People committed to truth and logic, people like you, were marching, and they held up signs like "Keep calm and think critically," and "It's so severe, the nerds are here." And "I could be in the lab right now." My favorite was the call and response. What do we want? Science. When do we want it? After peer review. But good science is not enough. For decades, supporters of science have tried to convey what is special about science by focusing on past successes: the wheel, astronomy, medicine, flight. But it turns out that if we really want to convey why science is important, we need to focus as well on those fields that are not and may never become sciences, including the arts and communication and business, among many others. This spring, SFU hosted a community summit called Confronting the Disinformation Age. Since then, a range of disinformation resources has been posted on SFU's Public Square website. Have a look, and pretty soon you'll be alert to and able to distinguish between subjects such as post-truth, disinformation, misinformation, clickbait, confirmation bias, and filter bubbles. As you contemplate your future, I offer you two challenges. First, put your education to use in a world full of misinformation. Speak up. Rather than run away from challenging topics and those who seek to mislead, see these as proof that you are needed. You'll know you're close to an uncomfortable area when you start to take some flack. These are wonderful opportunities to make a difference. Second, serve. Rather than complaining about those who make decisions for society, consider becoming a decision maker yourself. You are now, by definition, someone with talent and new ideas. Make it your aim to learn how government works at all levels and to find your opportunity to help your community. It's not that you owe it to the world, but it is the case that the world needs you. Because you are or are about to become SFU grads, I have every confidence that you will flourish in the days to come. You will be innovative. You will be attentive. You will be creative. You will find time to consider how this world might be changed for the better. You might well do something yourself, large or small, that will help to bring about much-needed change. Looking ahead, I hope that you will spend your time both profligately and wisely, and spend many hours in that productive, satisfying state of imagination that engenders the very best of what you are capable of. I guess I have a third request, and it's because we're going to miss you. Please stay in touch with us who will remain here at SFU. We are proud of you, and we are grateful for you, and we are changed and very much improved by this time that we have had together. Thank you. I now call upon the president of our university, Professor Andrew Petter.
Madam Chancellor, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty members, staff, and most especially, graduands, family, and friends. It is my privilege to preside at this culminating celebration of your education at Simon Fraser University. As this ceremony unfolds, our message to you is clear. As each of you receives your degree, I and the entire university community want you to know how proud we are of you. We've seen your work, we've admired your performance. Your degrees are not merely documents of accreditation, they are a living testament to the faith we have in your ability to flourish in a dynamic world. They're also a reflection of the institution you chose, one whose vision it is to be Canada's engaged university. That focus on engagement has provided you an enriched and relevant educational environment, one that has not only equipped you with disciplinary knowledge, research capacities, and critical thinking abilities, but has also enabled you to gain workplace experience, community insights, and global awareness. These are the aptitudes required to climb your first mountain. Now, I'm not talking here about Burnaby Mountain, another peak you've most assuredly had to scale as part of your SFU education. I'm referring to the first mountain as described by New York Times columnist David Brooks. Brooks is the author of a new book entitled The Second Mountain: The Quest for a Moral Life. Having established himself as a celebrated writer and popular media commentator, Brooks reached the pinnacle of the first mountain, which he describes as the place you go to pursue material gain, to seek public recognition, and if all goes well, to find happiness. But SFU's vision, and my ambition for you, is directed to much more than the individual success associated with accumulating wealth, gaining social standing, or pursuing a profitable career. My hope, and that of this university, is that your SFU education will also prepare you to scale what David Brooks calls the second mountain, the place you go to contribute to the well-being of others. In Brooks's words, the second mountain is where you are driven by the desires of your heart and soul, not by the demands of your own ego. Success on the second mountain is about collective welfare rather than individual advantage. In a variation on the theme of engagement, Brooks says that this second quest is about interdependence rather than independence. It involves attending to the needs both of individuals and of the community. And here's the wonderful thing. The second mountain is where you attain what Brooks calls joy, a state more rewarding and resilient than happiness. I recently heard Brooks interviewed about the book and about his own personal journey, and I was immediately drawn to his vision of a second mountain because it resonates so strongly with my own experience and with what I believe this university to be all about. A belief that the true measure of our success as human beings is not how much better we make life for ourselves, but how much better we make it for others. Like Brooks, I recommend to you the rewards that come from building a better world. They far exceed those that accompany personal ambition and self-aggrandizement. Individual accomplishments can be gratifying, but the sense of efficacy and attainment to be gained from helping others and enriching communities delivers much greater satisfaction and fulfillment. So here, today, I hope you revel in your achievements to date. As you stand on this mountain, you have every right to bask in the happiness you have earned and share that delight with your colleagues, friends, and family. Bravo for having made it this far up your first mountain. It is a critical foundation for what lies ahead. But when the excitement of today's festivities begins to wane, I commend to you that second climb. There's joy aplenty to be found there in a world that is desperately in need of your commitment, your energy, and your leadership. And whatever mountains you confront, you can take comfort in knowing that you needn't make that climb alone. The relationships you've formed here with friends and colleagues, with faculty and mentors, will serve you better than any single lesson. Today, you take your place amongst a global network of over 160,000 SFU alumni in more than 140 countries, supported by an association that is there to assist and connect you. And while this phase of your education is complete, continued success in this ever-changing and challenging world will depend upon your commitment to lifelong learning. In that regard, SFU will always be here for you when you need help. For now, this is your time. Enjoy it and use it wisely. Share it generously with those you love and just as generously with those who don't have your advantage, knowing that it is on that second mountain that you will make your greatest contributions and find your greatest joy. Congratulations to you all. Madam Chancellor, a member of the SFU faculty will be addressing the graduates as part of today's ceremony. Dr. Kevin Lamb, a senior lecturer in the Department of Biological Sciences, received his PhD from SFU in the field of behavioral and chemical ecology. With support from the Faculty of Science Inspire program, he developed the biological science course BISC 212, an innovative course that gives dozens of first-year students a chance to conduct their own original research projects. This year, Dr. Lam was recognized with an SFU Excellence in Teaching Award. I invite Dr. Lam to deliver the SFU faculty address. Dr. Lam.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, thank you for your wise and inspiring words. Graduates and honored guests, congratulations, and welcome to your well-earned day of celebration. Graduates, I feel very privileged to have this opportunity to speak to all of you before you walk your last few steps as SFU students and continue your journey towards an even bigger and brighter world. While I'm sure you're all excited and nervous about what lies ahead of this milestone, I'd like to take a moment to look back at the person you were when you first stepped foot on campus. Since I teach our largest first and second year biology courses, I've enjoyed welcoming hundreds of students a year to their first semesters at SFU. I've watched as many of you here today took your very first step into a science lab and tentatively found a seat in a room full of strangers, not realizing just how soon these strangers would become your closest friends. I've loved telling you how 20 years ago, I had my very first SFU lab in the exact same room, and how I'd felt just as overwhelmed, excited, and kind of out of place as you felt. Because I've had this rare opportunity to meet thousands of young adults from a new generation, my friends have often asked me what new students are like nowadays, referring to what Time magazine has called the me, me, me generation. They ask me whether you are as entitled, materialistic, coddled, lazy, and self-obsessed as every news outlet seems to like to claim. But speaking from my own experience, I must say that those friends in news articles couldn't be more wrong about you. Even while you were busy adjusting to life at SFU, you were more kind, connected, and caring than I ever was. You told me how much your family had sacrificed for you to be here, and how much their hopes and dreams lie on you succeeding in ways that they never had. You constantly worried that you weren't working hard enough, and you were so much tougher on yourself than even my tiger parents were on me. You pushed for the loftiest goals, but not for your own personal gain. Instead, you focused on the people that you would be able to heal, to protect, and inspire once you reached these lofty goals. You worked to honor your parents' sacrifices and to be a role model to your younger siblings. You were determined not to waste the gifts that you've been given or squander any opportunity to improve the world around you. In fact, you cared so much that I started to worry about you. I worried that your sense of duty to your family would weigh heavily on your shoulders. I worried that your sense of responsibility towards your friends and community would cause you to take on more than you could carry. I worried that the paths you chose would be too long and too steep for you to climb. And I worried that when you stumbled, you would be too exhausted and too overburdened to get back up. But as I watched you grow and evolve each year, I realized that I was wrong to worry. Your family's love fuels you, and they reach out to share your burdens when they grow too heavy. Supporting your friends and community renews your sense of purpose as you experience the goodness that you're capable of giving, both now and in the future. Yes, your path is full of hills, hazards, and difficult decisions, but each one has made you stronger, more resilient, and better prepared for what comes next. And when you stumble, you are not alone. You ask for help from those around you, and we will pick you up because you've always done the same for us. Your boundless compassion, your love for family and friends, and your big dreams, these are your strengths and not your burdens. You made it to this day because you cared for others and not for yourselves, and I think that makes you amazing. As I look towards a future in which you are our educators, our caregivers, and our leaders who will guide future generations, I couldn't be more proud, more optimistic, and more excited to see what our world will become. And if I can give just one piece of advice to you, future leaders, caregivers, and educators here today, it is to be kind and to listen humbly to those around you. The people in your care need more than just your voice. They need to feel heard, to see that you believe in them, to know that who they are matters to you. If you really want to change the world, empower others to be a leader like yourself by looking up to them, especially when they're feeling down on themselves. Focus your efforts on being kind and chart your course through listening, and you'll never lose your way. At least that's what I've learned from you these last few years, and I hope that you'll visit often to teach us some more. Thank you for giving me this chance to speak with you, and congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lam. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of Convocation, the Alumni Association will present a Simon Fraser University alumni pin to the graduates as they leave the stage. Our alumni are incredibly important to us, and we're pleased that this symbolic presentation will launch you on your new role as alumni of SFU. Ms. Catherine Hearn received a Bachelor of Arts in History and Humanities in 2012 and received her Master's in 2015. She's also currently a member of the SFU Alumni Association Board of Directors. I invite Ms. Hearn to the lectern to bring greetings to the graduates. Catherine? Back to you.
Thank you, President Petter. Good afternoon, graduates. Today, your relationship with SFU evolves as you officially become lifetime members of a worldwide network with more than 160,000 alumni in over 140 countries. Our Alumni Association celebrates its 50th anniversary this year. Our goal is to provide you with opportunities to learn, grow, and thrive through local, national, and international events, career resources, library services, and many other value-added benefits. As alumni, you now serve as ambassadors for SFU in your community. Through your journey, you will also inspire current and future students to dream, to strive for excellence, and to make their own mark in society. Please stay connected with us through social media and by signing up for our alumni email forwarding service. We want to hear from you and have the chance to celebrate your successes. As you cross the stage today, it will be my pleasure to present you with an alumni pin. Wear it as a symbol of your incredible achievement and connection to SFU. Be proud of your accomplishments, be proud of your SFU credentials, and thank you all for investing your time, energy, and talents in this great university. Congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Catherine. Before these graduates are presented individually to the Chancellor, Ms. Cheryl Thompson, a member of the graduating class, will address Convocation. Cheryl is graduating with an honors Bachelor of Arts in Health Sciences. She's a Cree Métis scholar, community activist, and matriarch. At SFU, she's been involved with the Aboriginal Reconciliation Council and the Aboriginal Steering Committee. She's an active First Nations Schools Association member, has worked with the Dean to create welcoming spaces for Indigenous students, and has co-developed and co-facilitated anti-oppression workshops. She is currently pursuing a Master's of Science degree in the Faculty of Health Science and is on the Presidential Search Committee to select SFU's next president. Hopefully they'll get it right this time. I'm now pleased to call upon Ms. Cheryl Thompson for the graduate address. Cheryl?
Give you a bit more lift. Thank you. Chancellor, Mr. President, Dean, Dr. Lee. Tansy Tawau, Cheryl Thompson Nitsekasun, Namia Wheaton, Kikiao, Ipatoyak. Good afternoon. Please let me start by acknowledging that we are gathered on the unceded territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, Katzie, and Coquitlam peoples. I would like to begin by congratulating and acknowledging the achievements of this year's graduands. Today we will join 160,000 SFU alumni as we celebrate the completion of our degrees. We will also gather to share our stories of the challenges and triumphs we've experienced along the way. As I look out over this crowd of successful and accomplished students, surrounded by relatives and friends, and as my husband and children can attest, we did not get here through individual talents alone, but rather as the product of a network of supportive and generous people who made our successes possible. I would like to acknowledge my husband, Andrew, and my children, Carol, Stevie, Jamie, Tamara, Kathy, and Keisha, for their support. My accomplishments are as much a testament of their determination as it was to mine. I would like you to please join me in thanking everyone who assisted us in our accomplishments today. Along with several other Indigenous graduates here, we will be part of the largest ever Indigenous graduation SFU has ever seen. 166 of us will join the ranks of SFU Indigenous alum, a small but growing group of academics who have entered these halls to fulfill not only our own dreams, but also the dreams of our families and our ancestors. As I considered what I might share that would be relevant and meaningful to both the faculties of health science and education, it became apparent that our faculties have embedded within them philosophies which position us to help shift our modern colonial reality into a respectful and constructive future. I have worked very hard during my time at SFU to contribute to creating spaces for all Indigenous peoples to feel safe and valued here. I did not do this work in isolation. My efforts have been supported by both Indigenous and non-Indigenous allies along the way. And you each have the tools and power to seek out opportunities to facilitate and contribute to true reconciliation. My mentors at SFU have created space for me to remain authentic to myself while navigating this colonial institution. I have been encouraged, cajoled, and occasionally prodded. And in addition to the coursework needed to complete my degree, I received lessons ranging from Western academic cultural practice and boardroom politics to Cree language within these walls. Yet no matter how hectic things got, and we all know the struggles, the words that kept going through my mind were, I am exactly the person my ancestors prayed for, and I am exactly when I am supposed to be. Here's how I know this to be true. My road to post-secondary was a circuitous one. I grew up in East Van in a working-class family that faced its share of struggles. As with many Indigenous families, there was no one in my family with university experience. Attending university was a quiet dream I kept hidden. I had no idea how to get here and no one to direct me. And this is a modern reality, because in the last 5 years, as part of the Math Catchers Summer Camp, many of the 125 Indigenous high schoolers who came here in the summer were the first ever in their family to set foot on a university campus. But the truth is, the reality for a girl with a Cree mother who joins us and a first-generation father born to Scottish and Norwegian immigrants who is also with us today, high school was the very most I could hope for. After graduating from high school, I got married and moved away and started a life. The road I took was a good one. I have no regrets. I've been married to Andrew for 30 years. I've raised a wonderful family. I've worked hard and traveled. I've been active in my communities, and I've given in service. I have found joy in most of my adventures. But as my children grew older, I was struck with how little I knew about this world of academia and how unprepared I was to offer them any direction. As I began my journey to post-secondary discovery, the quiet dream to attend university as a teenager kept pushing its way to the forefront. While looking into options for my children, I stumbled across SFU's Aboriginal University Prep program and I enrolled. The story goes on and on, but the short version is I love learning. I am very, very grateful that the opportunity to learn in a supportive Indigenous cohort existed. The value of such a program cannot be understated. As the teachers and healthcare professionals of the future, we will develop and shape the programs, develop and shape the programs which educate and heal our children. And as our future leaders, we have the authority to dismantle colonial practice. Please choose reconciliation. The network of staff and students my cohort created has served as a support throughout my academic career, and I am honored to be joined here today by several of the original instructors and many of those cohort members. My transition to the Faculty of Health Science enabled me to expand my network as I was met with incredible people full of humility, kindness, and generosity. The faculty and staff there shaped my experience as SFU, and they have both supported and contributed to many of my achievements. I raise my hands to the Indigenous community at SFU. We are an incredible source of strength, understanding, and support. There is always somebody willing to share everything from insight and understanding to time and a cup of tea. My journey here is not yet over. I am continuing with graduate studies, and I look forward to seeing how this part of my journey will unfold. My original goal of peeking behind the university curtain has borne fruit. Next spring, my child Stevie will answer the ancestors' prayer as the second person from our family to graduate when they cross this stage to earn their degree. As we reflect on our accomplishments here at SFU and we disperse to embark on the next stage of our journey, wherever your path takes you and the lessons you go on to learn and share, take the time to really live your story. Remember, you are part of this group of people. You are surrounded by a network that shares your experiences and your hopes for the future. Access it and support one another. Finally, my greatest wish for each of you is that you will travel in the knowledge that you are the person your ancestors prayed for, and you are when you are supposed to be. Kananaskimitin.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Hajka. The members of the graduating class will now be presented to the Chancellor to be admitted en masse to their degrees. Will the graduands please rise? Pretty good-looking group, don't you think? Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of this university, and I request that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are now recommended.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees. The graduands may now be seated.
The members of the graduating class will now be presented individually to the Chancellor. But first, a few requests. Would you please refrain from applauding the individual members of the graduating class until each group of degrees has been conferred? This does not apply to the conferral of doctoral degrees or the awarding of medals. And obviously, we can't forbid spontaneous outbursts of enthusiasm, nor do we want to. As a courtesy to others, please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. I'd ask the graduates to please return to your seats following the receipt of your degrees, except for doctoral graduates. Please join your colleagues on the platform. The degrees in the Faculty of Education and the Faculty of Health Sciences will now be conferred. Madam Chancellor, Dr. Zoe Druick, Associate Dean, Academic, Graduate, and Postdoctoral Studies, will announce the names of the students earning graduate degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Education. The graduands will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor, representative, or Dr. Chris Magnuson, Dean of the Faculty of Education. The first doctoral degree recipient, Dr. Dominic Trevisan, is also a recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Unfortunately, he is unable to be present today. We congratulate Dr. Trevisan on his outstanding achievement. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduands of the degree Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Ian DeLong will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Yaroslav Senishin, in the Faculty of Education. Oh, I'm sorry, Dean Magnuson. Dr. Ivona Mladenovic will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Alan McKinnon, in the Faculty of Education. You have your supervisor with you? Dr. Karen Fiorini will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Hisun Bai, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Michael Gordon will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Hisun Bai, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Danielle Cavan will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Lucy Lemaire, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Marla McClellan will be hooded by Dean Magnuson in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Sylvia Richardson will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Lynn Fells, in the Faculty of Education. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Education in the Faculty of Education. The first doctoral degree recipient, Dr. Zul Kanji, is also a recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. He will be hooded by Dean Magnuson. For his dissertation, Dr. Kanji explored psychosocial, academic, and organizational influences that affect student persistence in post-secondary education. This is from the perspectives of first-year UBC students who were institutionally dismissed. He discovered critical factors that contributed to students' unsuccessful academic outcomes, including academic underpreparedness and faculty-student relationships. His research has led to recommendations for policy and practice aimed at enhancing student support. During his doctoral studies, Dr. Kanji received 2 Faculty of Education graduate fellowships and published 14 peer-reviewed articles. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates of the degree Doctor of Education in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Lucy Gagné will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. David Zanvlet, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Lori Harding will be hooded by Dean Magnuson. Dr. Candy Ho will be hooded by her supervisor, Dean Magnuson. Dr. Tram Lai Tran will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Danielle Moore, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Bratislav Milenovic will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Milt McLaren, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Christina Nigel will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Beth Marshall, in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Cheryl Ward will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Dolores Vanderway, in the Faculty of Education. Go ahead. Dr. Carol Whiteman will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Carolyn Mamcher, in the Faculty of Education. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Health Sciences. The graduands will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor, representative, or Dr. Tanya Bubela, Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences. The first doctoral degree recipient, Dr. Allison Carter, is also a recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Unfortunately, she is unable to be present today. We congratulate Dr. Carter on her outstanding achievement. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduands of the degree Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Dr. Prubjeet Barn will be hooded by Dean Bubela in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Dr. Tessa Cheng will be hooded by Dean Bubela. Dr. Charlotte Ross will be hooded by Dean Bubela. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of master's degrees in the Faculty of Education. Marcus Sanzi. Alicia Chad Ah. Kirsten Graham. Donahoe Lundeen. Siri Olison. Diogo Fagundes. Arlette Stewart. Elisa Sutton. Barbara Wilson. Tazeen Ahmed. Raja Alfaji. Anna Agati. Neha Arora. Devin Sarah Aitkins. Stephen Balnave. Martina Bell. Shasha Boniface. Leanne Botick. Lindsay Boxma. Erica Campbell. Jean Campbell. Christina Carley. Ricardo Castro Terrones. Sarah Chalmers. Brian Chan. Amelia Chia. Joyun Choi. Rosalind Kluche. Leanne Crawford. Christy Serkovich. Anna Barbara De Silva. Kimberly Dawson. Christy Mariana De Figueiredo Mendez. Ran Deng. Teresa Detling. Elisa Donaldson. Blake Dunn. Christine Appel. Florina Fair. Christopher Falk. Jonathan Fong. Carrie Gagnon. Natasha Ghosh. Japleen Gill. Paul Hayes. Vicky Hong. Sarah Howard. Qiliang Zhu. Shimin Wang. Nicole Jarvis. Alex Julett. Frederick Michael Benjamin Camperman. Sonia Carlson. Jyoti Kohli. Emily Conway. Allison Leslie. Mingyan Lee. Sophia Lightbourne. Ya Luo. Kelsey McKinney. Elise Marinick. Jenna Matson, Christopher McMaster, Dipinwita Mondal, Lucas Morel, Danielle Mostert, Cami Ing, Michael Ing, Annie Ohana, Ryan Pasterchik, Elisa Paul, Robert Peacock, Lin Wen Peng, Nicole Purcell, Tarnia Pickard, Sunita Pierce, Tiffin Pontalier, Sheng Chu, Vasundhara Rawat, Marie Peltier Redekop, Adrian Redekop, Audrey Roy, Simon Russell, Kamaldeep Sandhu, Guillermo Santa Cruz, Brooke Savoy, Sarah Shamhidi, Cynthia Shan, Gurpreet Sian, Rajinder Sian, Haley Satola, Monica Stalstrom, Edmund Zutu, Daryl Thomas, Lori Thomas, Amar Tewana, Carlos Victoria, Margaret Westaway, Brian Williams, Heather Williams, Vivi Wong, Arsham Yazdizad, Haiting Yu, Yelin Zhang, Nikki Mann, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the students who have completed the requirements for graduate diplomas in the Faculty of Education. Jasmine Allen, Michael Doyle, Catherine Eels, Carolyn Garneau, Claude Germain, Shannon Gurney, Melissa Gervais, Stephanie Gobail, Sherry Hall, Michelle Hebert, Leman Hua, Kelly Jowett, Jamie Kang, Evelyn Koh, Jennifer Kuzak, Michelle Lewick, Mia Mavor, Brandon McAllister, Sarah McCurdy, Ali Marasa, Cindy Marie Moisen Shazaloop, Janet Nordstrand, Lori Jean Odeberg, Diana Orlogio, Christy Pajak, Heather Palmer, Nicole Rowley, Rebecca Schmidt. Della Smith. Donna Winterburn. Carol Ann Whitelaw Yao. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of master's degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Avneet Brar. Nikki Cairncross. Natasha Caton. Agnetha Desa. Lauren D'Souza. Henrietta Ezegibi. Navjot Gill. Richard Kukulhan. Ashley Henry. Natalie Johnson. Adriana Canlick. Stephanie Machado. Rita Masood. Manal Masood. Chantel Maydel Matos. Sri Nadella. Ezi Okpara. Karen Plontnikov. Joanna Marie Rivera. Kevin Rigamba. Cameron Schwartz. Sarah Watt. Sandy Zhang. Kate Hosford. Stephen Jin. Danette Jubinville. Cecilia Sierra Heredia.
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Dr. Chris Magnuson, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in his faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the Faculty of Education. Adebao Wale. Kimberly Aldridge. Ben Anderson. Elza Babcock. Genevieve Bailey. Jessica Baisley. Jeffrey Battle. Sandra Bauer. Christina Billingham. Erica Bloom. Nicholas Berletic. Sarah Brown. Shaylin Bryant. Sharon Bungar. Michelle Carney. Brittany Carter Bana. Cease Chan. Philip Chung. Shelby Chohan. Karen Kosel. Cameron Cotton. Veronica Cox. Brendan DePaulo. Anita De Siena. Asia Duji. Chantel Dix. Devin Donahue. Michael Edmonston. Sarah Edwards. Sarah Emanuele. Sarah Fix. Melanie Garcia. Melissa Gentis. Gina Gill. Rachel Gledstone. Kristen Gloa. Sabrina Goglia. Jennifer Harman. Alexander Hervalius. Sean Heath. Sydney Hewitson. Ashlyn Horstad. Caitlin Horton. Maria Ivancic. Alexander Jackson. Katerina Kamajanis. Marie Celeste Kennedy. Nayeon Kim. Nathaniel Kierkegaard. Tanya Kleefoth. Maya Kvam. Amy Labelle. Sonia Lau. Holly Lang. Amanda Larder. Nicole Lee. Kimmy Leung. Amanda Lin. Anthony Locante. Amiel Logan. Pamela Lowe. Aaron McCree. Juliana Ma. Anita Manhas. Amy Manzer. Carly Martell. Kelly Matthews. Emma McDonald. Caitlin McDonald. Tracy McDougall. Tessa McGibbon. Morgan McKee. Kristen Melvin. Caitlin Menier. Victoria Miles. Jeffrey Morgan. Marissa Mulaner. Deborah Murray. Jennifer Mustvet. Catherine Musica. Tracy Ned. George Nevgodorowski. Chelsea Ing. Emily Ing. Rebecca Nickel. Matthew O'Donnell. Chanel Oliver. Claire Oliverio. Amanda Panahi. Amrit Parmar. Liam Patterson Morris. Brett Payne. Aaron Pelletro. Holly Potazzoni. Yvonne Pools. Isabel Price. Cheryl Prodnuck. Brian Pashid. John Ragoni. Suzanne Ragoni. Sierra Rai. Genesee Pika. Alexandra Renwick. Sheila Rochow. Jessica Rose. Benjamin Ross. Mandhir Sampi. Gursimran Samra. Sharon Sarai. Elizabeth Schultz. Jenica Scott. Sonia Sarah. Pamela Shami. Robin Silva. Nevenka Simic. Caitlin Skalnick. Cody Skalnick. Jillian Smith. Summer Smith. Michael Spiliotopoulos. Sarah Sprangers. Davis Steele. Christine Stewart. Samantha Stewart. Jody Stover. Jonathan Stewart. Leo Tisan. Megan Teru. Lily Tong. Jillian Tuzo. Rebecca Trehi. Teresa Sai. Reed Tucker. Sabrina Turnbull. Amanda Van Dijnhoven. Sally Vanderwall. Shelley Veradi. Amanda Vergara. Joseph Virasamy. Dawn Wothy. Ashley Weatherhead. Tara West. Mallory Whiteman. Alana Wood. Catherine Watuni. Lucy Yun. Yolana Zlotnik. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Education. The first graduate, Mr. Takuya Ume, is the recipient of the Dean's Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Unfortunately, he is unable to be present today. We congratulate Mr. Umeki on his outstanding achievement. And now I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates of the degree Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Education. Mohammed Abdelhadi Ali. Leila Amuzande. Ray Aracega. Alana Baker. Emily Ball. Pei Chen Cheng. Eun-Siu Cho. Hei-Shun Brian Chung. Sabrina DeSena. Megan Daly. Brandon D'Souza. Miranda Durkach. Courtney Dolinsky. Selena Doyle. Tamara Dai Tang. Susan Han, Li Hong Wang, Maria Ishikawa, Katrina Jensen, Jamie Jiang, Zane Jobson, Taichi Kashima, William Kyburn, Natalie Kyle, Julia Lai, Daintley De Lanuza, Yifei Li, Shirley Liang, Alicia Lim, Sarah Lohr, Sarah Miles, Jessica Min, Kaya Nishidate, Paige Knock, Misha Prokopchuk, Jacqueline Robinson, Sydney Seacrest, Anthea Sideropoulos, Jessica Spitale, Rugia Sion, Wan Yoon Soon, Oksana Turnaway, Dana Townsend, Jenny Tsai, Isabella Veltri, Matthew White, Jennifer Wijaya, Kelly Wong, Rainbow Wong, Anne Shikao, Vivian Yang, Alvina Yi, Xiaoyoi Yin. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the students who have completed the requirements for diplomas and certificates in the Faculty of Education. Sweta Shudari, Valentina Golescu, Sonal Jain, Maninder Kaur, Sandeep Kaur, Puneet Saini, Shatna Sharma, Niharika Sharma, Preeti Shokin,
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Dr. Tanya Bubala, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in her faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Sorry, Bachelor of Arts in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Wrong page. Cheryl Thompson. Joseph Raphael Agunar. Ayana Alianagan.
We'll get you back up here for a third time.
Michelle Apostle. Manveer Aujla. Nusha Behin. Anmol Brar. Jagraj Chahal. Jenny Chan. Iram Chowdhury. Jackie Chung. Christopher Chufone. Rita Chu. Jessica Chung. Brooke Clements. Prabhsimaran Dillon. Okarita Victoria Eric Sima. Karen Feliciano. Alexander Fograsher. Vanessa Gee. Krista Grona. Michaela Guerrero. Andrea Hartono. Tintin He. Christy Ho. Michael Ho. Tariro Huede. Kimia Jalivand. Katrina Zhang. Nicholas Zhang. Talal Jarrah. Haley Thomas Jenkins. Ashlyn Jensen Fisk. Sandy Zhang. Madeline Keating. Annabelle Kuas. Samantha Lugbao. Benjamin Lau. Denise Lau. Felicia Leung. Adrian Leung. Sonia Leung. Angela Lee. Dan Lee. Vincent Liang. Alexa Linden. Kaylee Lingham. Fei Liu. Shan Liu. Kan Lin Liu. Nicola Mack. Pauline Johnson Masabala. Emma McFarlane. Maxine Ashley Taidza Hove Mutasa. Uchenna Lucky Nwankwo. Uluma Obi. Julie Odukayan. Nyasha Natalie Pachirera. Jerry Pan. Brianna Pantuso. Shazmin Pirzada. Angela Poole. Abhinav Prasad. Manisha Ram. Shania Roberts. Sonia Sangera. Dorsa Saraf. Raya Semeniuk. Manisha Sharma. Ashley Sullivan. Tavnor Tour. Kathy Tran. Mengweng Wang. Kaylee Weinrich. Crystal Wong. Wing Quan Wong. Alex Wu. Rachel Wu. Chester Yim. Manvel Yim. Chantel Yip. Eric Yip. Tong Yang Zhuao. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. The first graduate, Ms. Katrina Cohn, is the recipient of the Dean's Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. I ask Ms. Cohn to come forward. Ms. Katrina Cohn is graduating with an honors degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences. Ms. Cohn has achieved multiple placements on the President's Honor Roll and Dean's Honor Roll, has received numerous scholarships, including the Vice President Research Undergraduate Student Research Award in Social Sciences and Humanities. Ms. Cohn embodies the Faculty of Health Sciences social justice ethos, addressing issues of health inequities. Specifically, she has played a critical role in research projects uncovering the experiences of individuals aging with HIV in British Columbia, and has presented her research at national and international conferences. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates in the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Donna Abraham. Kamal Adil. Erica Aguilar. Nikisha Ali. Max Ahmed. Bakhtawa Anwar. Masia Azizi. Payman Baharmand. Cheyenne Baines. Prageeth Bathwadanagai. Melissa Berner. Dilpreet Benipal. Omar Beydoun. Kiran Biran. Laura Bosley. Pavan Brar. Conrad Bergert. Christina Kabalan. Aiwa Chow. John Casimiro. Andrea Chai. Ryan Chan. Tobias Chow. Haley Chima. Ralph Chen. Chi Hong Cheng. Catherine Chong. Vincent Chow. Glenda Jordan Colo. Nicola Daviduk. Vinay Pal Dillon. Supriya Dillon. Lauren Fauchon. Abby Ferris. Rajan Garcha. Zoe Giannis. Sudiksha Gill. Shahan Gonabadi Namadan. Rochelle Green. Natasha Hamovich. Zara Huck. Christine Henderson. Nicole Holdcroft. Pamela Hua. Siddharth Jha. Zhang Lingji. Simran Kaur. Victor Q. Tawid Khan. Tess Kirilenko. Anya Kumar. Sharon Lam. Madeline Lee. Rebecca Lee. Jordan Leach. Aisha Lehal. Chan Yao Lee. Min Yao. Jennifer Lin. Yingzha Ling Liu. Geraldine Mate. Maya Martin. Finian Moon. Edwin Mulyadinyata. Iris Ng. Brittany Nguyen. Caitlin Underwater. Ashley Osachuk. Suktik Parmar. Madison Power. Namita Ramdan. Amrit Randhawa. Jasleen Randhawa. Javeria Raza. Rowdy Reeves. Xiao Kiran. Brianna Rio Green. Babneet Sahota. Ricky Samra. Rajveer Sandhu. Sarah Savage Kaleso. Monique Sakon. Arushi Sharma. Tarndeep Singh. Talia Strang. Sophie Su. Wenhua Sun. Selena Tang. Kelly Teo. Anvir Thandi. Sonia Tour. Jessica Tran. Adrian Triff. Juliet Tsi. Coco Tsi. Julie Tseng. Yasmin Upal. Tiffany Vanwinkoop. Jessica Verma. Yanbo Weng. Alicia Zywert Morales.
Madam Chancellor, the Gordon M. Shrum Gold Medal is awarded each year to an outstanding student in any faculty who has completed the requirements for a bachelor's degree during the preceding summer, fall, or spring semesters. The award is presented to the student who has maintained a high scholastic standing during not fewer than 6 semesters at SFU, and who, by example, has shown outstanding qualities of character and unselfish devotion to Simon Fraser University. The medal is named after our founding chancellor, Dr. Gordon M. Shrum, under whose leadership the university was built and who remained vigorously interested in its welfare. The recipient of the award this year is from the Faculty of Health Sciences. I invite Ms. Cheryl Thompson to join me on stage.
I got that.
Ms. Cheryl Thompson, who we heard from earlier this afternoon when she addressed the graduating class as student speaker, is a Cree Métis scholar, community activist, and matriarch. In the Faculty of Health Sciences, Ms. Thompson completed her Bachelor of Arts degree and is now pursuing a Master of Science degree focused on the process of conducting community-directed and culturally respectful Indigenous health research. She contributes to a productive research team, co-authoring 5 peer-reviewed articles. She's also been an active member on the ARC Council, that's the Aboriginal Reconciliation Council, and Aboriginal Steering Committee, helping SFU define a respectful path forward for SFU. Congratulations to Cheryl Thompson. Madam Chancellor, the Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal is awarded to an undergraduate student who has maintained the highest academic standing in their coursework in a certificate or post-baccalaureate diploma, and who, by participating in extracurricular activities, has shown outstanding qualities of character and dedication to the community. The recipient of the Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal from the Faculty of Education is Ms. Kelsey Dubiel. Unfortunately, she is unable to join us today, so on behalf of SFU, I want to congratulate Ms. Dubiel on her outstanding achievements. Will the graduating class please rise? I congratulate each of you on the completion of your degree. This is an impressive achievement, and I ask your friends, family, and members of the platform to join me in applauding the amazing graduating class of Spring 2019. Now, let's not forget all those who helped you to get here. I invite the members of the graduating class to reciprocate by applauding your family, friends, faculty, and staff, indeed all those who helped you to achieve your goal. Please be seated.
Thank you. Friends, this completes the formal awarding of degrees. Some graduands recommended by Senate for degrees today have been unable to be present, and their names have therefore not been read out, but I now admit them to the appropriate degrees as shown in the program. I have a few quick thank yous to express. First, to all of you for joining us on this celebratory afternoon, and to the many volunteers, staff, and faculty members coordinated by ceremonies and events and student services who have worked together to run a smooth Convocation Day, and to the members of our 6-time world champion Simon Fraser University Pipe Band for their contribution to Convocation. Can you join me in thanking them all? The pipe band will be performing after the ceremony in Freedom Square behind the platform, and you are all now invited to attend a reception in the James Douglas Room, again behind the platform. I ask that you kindly rise and remain standing at your places until the platform party has recessed. Thank you all.